Chadara TV. Tune in for more entertainment.
Hey, thanks for joining. So, just want to preface by saying I have never played as a Guardian Druid before. I just saw that they were looking good, so I decided to level one up real quick. They are fantastic. Go ahead and level it or respec your Druid to Guardian if you want to have an easier time thinking in Mythic dungeons. The one thing I do have to say is that try not to swap out of bear form. It is challenging if you don't have that much agency over the character itself. So, given time, I'm sure I'll iron that one out. It does happen one time here. It does not lead to an issue. Other things went wrong with this run. Mainly, the totems are not being cleared as quickly as they should be. I had noticed originally that was an issue. I didn't mention anything. Good leader over here. I just decided to swap to it immediately and just hope that everyone else would. And of course, they just decidedly didn't. However, their damage was good enough for us to carry all the way through the end of the legend. So enjoy. Okay. For this guy, he's going to summon a giant dark rift, and it will cause catastrophic damage if you are stuck into it. So avoid it. And the shadows that he spawns will throw spikes at you. You want to go ahead and avoid as much of that as you can. It is not a crazy difficult fight. I think that the trash surrounding it can be a little bit more challenging if you're not paying attention. He's more so just like a damage check, if anything. So we'll see higher tiers how bad that spike really hurts. Right now it's kind of the easy part of the dungeon. Right here is where your group's awareness is going to be challenged. If you're not taking care of them totems, they will take you out rather quickly, especially when we get this in rotation. and it would not be a Mythic dungeon if we did not get challenged on our awareness yet again, almost immediately after the first challenge. It is another group nearly identical to the last. However, we have more room for totems to get lost amongst the wild, so please ensure you are helping your healer here and you are knocking them totems out immediately. I was having an issue gathering threat as my team was going ham on the mobs, which, you know, great for killing the mobs, but not so great for when mechanics arrive, so do be aware that those are the priority. You will spawn a creeper from the ooze. You want to run away if you are being targeted by it, and you also do not want to be in the path of it if you are not being targeted by it. It's not, didn't seem super dangerous again on Mythic 0. Again, these bosses are going to get ramped up pretty heavily. Abilities that you didn't think were so dangerous will suddenly become one-shot abilities, like probably just standing in the aura of this green mob. So I was the unfortunate target at first, so my group did take a bit of damage there. They didn't really seem to understand to move away. Then they eventually figured it out, and you want to avoid that, and the beams, and then things drop them down, and then it looks like the area gets filled up pretty quickly. So you want to, if anything, drag them around the edge if you get targeted, not directly to the middle. some of these end encounters truly are fixated on having us play with orbs and whatnot. Anyways, this guy's no different. His first orb is a condensed mass. It is a giant gravitational well that will fixate onto you, and then it will drop into somewhere in the room you want to. Probably not stand right next to your teammate, maybe somewhere on the opposite side, not too far, as you will want to be close enough to drop the other orb into the previous orb. You will be fixated by another orb that is really required to be dropped into the gravitational well. This will free up the damage, save the healer from damage, and you also want to avoid that. My teammate decidedly avoiding. So do not want to avoid avoiding things. You want to always avoid the things you should avoid. So watch out. Not a terribly challenging encounter. Just the balls they go a little slow, so it can take a little bit of time. But again, you know, you're worrying about your positioning, you're worrying about getting hit by a laser beam. It's kind of handy that he's not sending the fastest balls known to mankind at your back. So that's it for this dungeon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.